We continue now at the top of Daf Samech Zayin Amud Beis in Meseches Bava Basra. This is Bava Basra Daf 67b. The Gemara continues with a slightly different version of the Gemara that just preceded. Amar Rava, Amar Rav Nachman. Rava says that Rav Nachman says, Hechzik b'chulsis kana mitzul. If a person makes a chazak on the chulsis, which is again the sand field which you make glass out of, so making a chazak on that is enough to be kona, the mitzula, the pond as well. And the Gemara says to that, Pshit, that's obvious. Damar Shmuel, didn't Shmuel say, Machar lo eser sados v'chulu, if a person sold 10 fields to a buyer, the buyer just needs to make a kinyan on one of the fields, and then he acquires all of the fields. So the same should be true over here. The seller is selling both the chulsis and the mitzula. If you make a chazak on the chulsis, you should be kona the mitzula. It seems obvious. And the Gemara answers within this version, Ma'hu detema, what might you have said? Hasam hu de sadna diyara chad, who over there, the sadna diyara, meaning that geographic block of land, it's all one. All land is essentially connected. And so therefore, you're going to say in that situation, a kinyan on one piece of land is going to work for everything. Aval hacha, but over here, by the chulsis and the mitzula, ha tashmishta lechud v'ha tashmishta lechud, this has its own unique use, and this has its own unique use, and maybe you would say that a kinyan on one, a chazak on one, is not going to affect the kinyan on the other. Kamash malon, so that's what Rav Nachman is teaching, that the kinyan is effective when you make a chazak on the chulsis, it's effective for the mitzula as well. And the Gemara continues with the Mishnah, Hamocher Beis Abad, if one sells a Beis Abad, which is an olive press, Mocher es hayam v'es hamemel v'es habesulos, along with the olive press comes the yam and the memel and the besulos. This will all be explained in the Gemara, but the idea is that these are the fixed parts, the parts of the Beis Abad that are attached to the ground. Avolo mocher es ha'avirim v'es hagalgal v'es hakora, but not included in the sale is the avirim and the galgal and the kora. Those are the movable parts. Uvizman sha'amar lohu v'chol masha besocho. Now if he says to him that I'm selling you the Beis Abad and everything within it, hare kulan mechur, and then all of these items are sold together with the Beis Abad. And the Mishnah continues, Rabbi Eliezer says, Hamocher Beis Abad, one who sells an olive press, mocher es hakora, he does in fact sell the beam along with it, and the idea is that the beam is a critical part of the olive press. And the Gemara says, Yam, what is the Yam that is mentioned in the Mishnah? Talafcha, that is the talafcha, which is the container in which the olives are placed before they are crushed. And Memel, what is the Memel that is mentioned in the Mishnah? Amar Rabbi Ava bar Memel, Rabbi Ava bar Memel says, Mifrachta, it refers to the crusher. This is the utensil that's used to crush the olives. And Besulos, what is the Besulos that is mentioned in the Mishnah? Amar Rabbi Yochanan says, Klunsos shel erez, it's these cedar poles, Shemamidin bohenes hakora, they use that to hold up the kora, to hold up the beam which is going to press the olives. And the Gemara continues, Avirim, what are the Avirim mentioned in the Mishnah? Kivshe, that refers to the pressers. Those are the wooden boards that are placed upon the olives, and then on top of those boards goes the Korah, goes the beam, which is going to press the olives. And the Gemara says, Galgal, what is the Galgal mentioned in the Mishnah? Chumarta, that's a round stone that is placed on the beam to weigh it down when it's pressing the olives. And finally, Korah, what's the Korah mentioned in the Mishnah? Korah, that refers to the heavy beam that's used to press the olives in order to extract the oil from the olives. And the Gemara continues, Tanu Rabbanan, the rabbis taught, Hamocher Beis Abad, one who sells an olive press, Mocher es hanisarim, including the sale, he has also sold the nisarim, which are the boards that are fixed in place to hold the olives, Ves hayakavim, also the vat that collects the oil, Ves hamefrachos, and also the crushers, those crush the olives before you press the olives, Ves harechaim hatachtonos, and also the lower millstone, Avolo es alyona, but not the upper millstone. And the Brisa continues, Uvizman sha'amar lohu v'chol masha besoch, if he says that he's selling the olive press and everything inside of it, hare kulan mechur, and then all these items are sold together with the olive press. And bein kach uvein kach, whatever he says, even if he includes this extra line of kol masha besocho, lo mochar lo es avirim, he does not sell the avirim. Again, those are the boards that are placed on top of the olives before they're going to be pressed. Velo es hasakin, velo es hamarzufin, and not the sacks, and not the leather bags which are used to carry off the olives. Rabbi Eliezer says, Hamocher Beis Abad, one who sells an olive press, Mocher es hakora, he is selling the beam together with the olive press. Shalom nikra Beis Abad ela al shum kora. It's only called a Beis Abad because it has that beam which is used for pressing the olives. And the Gemara continues with the Mishnah, Hamocher es hamerchatz, one who sells a bathhouse, lo mocher es hanisarin, he does not sell the boards of wood, v'yas hasafalin, or the basins, v'yas habeilonios, or the curtains, those are not included in the sale. Bizman shamar lohi v'chol masha besocho, but if he says that I'm selling the merchatz and everything that is within it, hare kulan mechur, and then all of these items are sold together with the merchatz. But bein kach uvein kach, but whatever he says, even if he says this added line of kol masha besocha, lo mochar lo es hameguros shalmaim, he does not sell the tanks of water, that's not not included in the sale. V'lo asotzaro shaleitzim, and not the storehouses of the wood. And the Gemara says, Tanu Rabban, and the rabbis taught, Hamochres hamerchatz, one who sells a bathhouse, machar es beis hanesarin, he sells the storehouse for the boards, v'es beis hayikamin, and the storehouse for the yikamin. We'll see the Rashbam in a moment about yikamin. V'es beis hasafolim, and the storehouse for the basins, v'es beis havilos, and the storehouse for the curtains. Avalo es nesarin atzman, but he does not sell the boards themselves; those are not included in the sale. V'lo yikamin atzman, and not the yikamin. V'lo safolim atzman, and not the basins. V'lo vilos atzman, and not the curtains themselves; those are not included in the sale. Uvizman sha'amar lohi v'chol masha b'sochen, if he says to him that he's selling the bathhouse and everything within it, harei kulam mechurin, then all of these items are sold; they're all included within the sale. And bein kach uvein kach, whatever language he uses, even if he says kol masha b'socha lo mochar lo es habrechos hamesafkos lo mayim bein, he does not sell the pools of water which supply the water; those are not included in the sale. And the Rashbam explains as beis hayikamim garsinan b'tosefta, the proper gear says beis hayikamim. Yesh mefarshim, now some say, what is beis hayikamim? Cheder shematznian bo hagigios shemesimin bo mayim chamin. It's a room where they have in that room the barrels of hot water, velo nehirali, but the Rashbam says that doesn't seem to be the correct explanation for me. Dahainu nami beis hayoros tekatani b'tosefta, that's already the beis hayoros mentioned in the Tosefta. V'yesh mefarshim, and some say yikamim sudar shema'atfin bo roshan, it's like a towel that they use to wrap around the head, mim nechom hamerchatz, because of the heat of the merchatz, the heat of the bathhouse. V'chol hani botem mechabri lebeis hamerchatz, the idea is all of these various storehouses are attached to the beis hamerchatz, that's why they're included in the sale. Avalo es hanesarim demetaltali, but not the boards, etc. These things are movable. Again, the movable things are not included in the sale, and we will continue with this discussion in the next video on Daf Samech Ches Amud Aleph.